Hello everyone, welcome to MBA Notice Board Business and Economy News for 7th of March 2023. Let's begin. The first news is about the Hyundai Motors. So Hyundai is a South Korean company, as we all know, and recently Mr. Piyush Goyal, India's Commerce Minister, has pointed out specifically to Kia and Hyundai Motors that they are selling a lot of cars in India, and in return Indian manufacturers are not able to sell that much steel and other products in the South Korean, you can say it, island or South Korea to be specific. So they are not able to sell because the South Koreans are very much patriotic about their country, and they are willing to work for that even if they have to cost 10-12% extra, and still they will take that, right? But Indians are not of that mentality. Even if they get 1 or 2% cheaper product, they will definitely buy the alternative, which may be South Korean or Chinese or American, whatever. So Hyundai has recently started reaching out to the village areas of India, the rural markets, to establish its brand presence and to increase its what recall value. So what is a recall value? Recall value, like when we say Nirma, so your mind strikes with Nirma, which is a washing powder, which is a detergent cake selling company, right? Nirma. When we say Band-Aid, it has been synonymous with the adhesive tape that we use in general, but Band-Aid is not a generic name, it is a brand name. So recall value is something like that, that whenever you see something, your mind is filled with certain images, certain thoughts related to a certain product or company. So Hyundai has started doing that to the rural market, because I think Hyundai expect that in future a lot of sales for its, like under 10 lakh or 10 to 15 lakhs, the demand has to come from the rural people, and it has started reaching out that. So it has partnered with ITC, Indian Tobacco Company. The India is one of the biggest ITC, biggest FMCG company, and Hyundai will promote its model lineup on ITC's agro and rural platforms such as Chopal Sagar and eChopal and ITC Mars Rural Services. Right. So SUV of Hyundai has been high demand in rural areas. To be specific, Venue and Creta. So Creta, competitor of Brezza, Maruti's Brezza, has been in a lot of demand. You will be seeing these cars all through the roads. So definitely they are trying to promote these top selling models in the rural areas, which are currently in the high demand, right? And it is a partnership that will promote the aspirations of farmers and rural communities by leveraging ITC's holistic engagement in agrotech solutions, right? And it has also been collaborating progressively to extend its wider reach to the wider market. So what is the next news? The next one is about the influencers, right? So what about the influencer? Basically what is happening nowadays is that when you open Instagram, you see a lot of collaborator content. You see a lot of content that is promoted, that is a brand promotion, that is an advertisement, or it is sponsored. So what certain celebrities do, they are doing these things in an unethical and uninformed way. So as you know that consumer affairs department, its duty is to protect the consumers by using the consumer protection act, right? So when you open YouTube, certainly you saw that this is a promoted content or this is a brand sponsorship. So it has gone strict on those norms that you have to definitely do this, or else you will get this 50 lakh. What 50 lakh? Fine or a suspension from the online platform for 2 years. That means certainly your career is going to waste, right? So this was the news about that, and it has given out a lot of instructions. You have to follow these or else this will be done. So recently, as you may have heard about news about the Arshad Varthi, so he was promoting some uh, online trading platform. So he was not he when the court asked why you are promoting this and this, Arshad Varthi's reply was that if you don't know Arshad Varthi, if you have seen the movie Lage Raho Munna Bhai, he was Chota Circuit in that, or Munna Bhai MBBS, I guess. So he was in both of them. So when the court asked Mr. Arshad Varsi, so ki, why you are promoting this? Then he told that I don't know anything about the stock market. His response was like that, right? So let us move to the next news, that is about the Z Group. So recently, what has happened? There is a company called or an institute called Indian Performing Rights Society, right? So it has provided certain material in the form of, you can say, songs or some content to the Z Media, that is a Z Entertainment Group, or the company's name to be specific is Z Entertainment Enterprises Limited. So Z was a creditor of this IPRS. Then what happened? It failed to pay this much amount, 211.42 crores, to the IPRS. So what the IPRS did? They went to the insolvency and bankruptcy code and they asked the NCLT, that is the National Company Law Tribunal, to just dissolve the assets of Z Entertainment Enterprises so that it can recover the money from Z. But what happened? Z went to the IPRS, they negotiated a deal that, hey, look, we can make a certain case that I should not go through this insolvency. I will try to pay you or whatever has happened, but they have in a certain way avoided this insolvency, right? There is no penalty paid and no material impact on the financial position of Z, right? The next news is about the RBI. So what RBI has said, so it has launched a Har Payment Digital Initiative, right, under the Mission Cashless India, and on the occasion of Digital Payments Awareness Week DPAW 2023, right, under this time frame he has launched. So he is so Reserve Bank of India and the UPI and the MPCI, it has been in news for the past few time or sometime, you can say. Recently, it has collaborated with Singapore's PayNow to enable the payment services, that is the remittance of the uh, amounts from the NRIs and NRO accounts and all these things. So, and also one more thing about this NPCI digital payments is that our Prime Minister has recently applauded it a lot, that it has becoming a major symbol for India's recognition all around the world. Like this, if you know that when Visa and MasterCard withdrew from the Russia faced a lot of harsh problems. But in India we have the what? We have the RuPay digital cards, right? So we don't have to suffer from those things. And again, if you remember, when the I guess it was UAE or Dubai, both are the same things. It was some Middle Eastern countries ambassador, when she came to India on the G20 summit in Udaipur. She paid through the GPay and she appreciated this payment platform a lot. So that is all the development that is happening in this digital payments domain. So you can read more on this by clicking the link right here. This is a clickable link. You can click it on your mobile or desktop. All the news that is there in the PDF includes clickable links. All the links that are underlined, right? Then the last news is about the RBI governor again. So what did RBI governor, ex-governor you can say, or previous governor, Mr. Raghuram Rajan, said that India is very close to the Hindu rate of growth. So what is Hindu rate of growth? It is the GDP growth that happened during the time period of 1947 to 1980. That is a 3.5 to 4% growth of the economy. So that is what Mr. Raghuram Rajan said, that India will be witnessing this. But again, SBI Eco-Rap report criticized his statement that this is not the case. But you must have heard about the recent Moody's report that India will be growing at 6.5% and the inflation has recently increased. RBI has increased the repo rates and all those rates by 50 basis points, and the actual rate will be recently will be around 4.4%. There was a lot of cut in the by various agencies. So all these things are happening. But the news here is about the that Mr. Raghuram Rajan, he is also an IMA Ahmedabad graduate, and he claimed that India will be growing at this. And SBI corroborated, look, Mr. Raghuram, you are a respected RBI governor, was a RBI governor, but your argument is ill-conceived, biased, and premature. It was all told by the State Bank of India's Eco-Rap report. They also said, the report also said that the gross capital formation by the public and private sector, households and savings to support this claim. They put out some data like the budget that the government has done. It was heavy on investment. That is a gross capital formation. The other name for capital formation is investment. It also said that the incremental capital output ratio. What is capital output ratio? If a lot of investment is made, so what output it is going to yield in the economy, and in additional units of capital invested, how much additional units of output it will produce. So SBI is also bullish about that ICOR, that is the capital output ratio. So SBI put out an argument targeting the statement which SBI thought was ill-conceived, biased and premature, right? And RBI concludes that India's potential growth is lower than before, but still decent by global standards. Right? Recently, there has been a cut in the report, as I told you. So that was all about today's news. And if you want to join the group for regular videos like this, you can join this channel, MBA Notice Board. There is a IM CAT board there, which also you can access there. There are 17 features. You can calculate your the composite scores, you can get the last date updates, all those things and a lot more in that. Also the IIT, IM and other colleges, major colleges, SPA and XLRI, all the updates will be there. And if you have any suggestion, let me know in the comments below. So this was our first attempt. Over the period of time, I will try to improve, we will try to improve, and we will be adding on a lot of features, website and all those things. So stay tuned. Thanks a lot. All the best.